the United States presidential election. Emily recently celebrated her 18th birthday and is excited to vote this year in her very first presidential election. But how does it work exactly? Emily's dad explains that elections in the United States last the whole election year. First come the primaries. That's when everyone decides which presidential candidate will be running from the Democratic Party and from the Republican Party. Like many Americans, Emily and her father vote on a day called Super Tuesday. But the primaries don't happen that day in the whole country. Some states have different schedules and processes. In some of them, all citizens can vote in the primary, but in others, only registered voters from that party can. By now, Emily knows exactly which candidate she'll vote for. But it's not quite that simple. She can't vote for him or her directly. Actually, she votes for a delegate, who then votes for her candidate. The two candidates who receive more than half of all the delegates' votes win the primaries and run as their party's presidential candidates. Once the two presidential candidates have been chosen, Emily can vote for the one she prefers. Wait a minute. Once again, she can't vote for him or her directly. Like other Americans, she votes for someone called an elector. The electors represent the candidates in the main election. The number of electors varies from state to state and depends on the state's population. Altogether, there are currently 538. One thing many states have in common is the principle of winner takes all, Emily's dad explains. The party that collects the most votes in a state gets all the electoral votes. Emily and her dad are from California, where the majority of the population usually votes for the Democrats. Unlike Texas, whose residents almost always vote Republican. States that don't always go the same way are known as swing states. That's where the presidential candidates put in extra work intensively campaigning. Almost there. At the end of the election year, all the electors cast their official vote for one of the two presidential candidates. And Emily? She's excited. Now she also has a say on who will move in the White House and become the next Mr. or Madam President.